believe it. I saw the file. The page is missing.
Do you think it was stolen?
No, I didn't say that.
You didn't have to. Wait a minute. Before we go any further, I want to make one thing perfectly clear. I didn't take that.
I know. I told Bradshaw that.
Oh, Bradshaw thinks I stole it, did he? That's what you're doing here. You're here for him.
Oh, come on. No, that's not true.
Then what are you doing here?
Hey,
What are you doing with the file?
Will you give me a chance? Huh? I'm trying to give you one.
Wait a minute. I thought you deserted me.
I wanted to be there for you. I just didn't know what was right. Now I'm digging into this file because I'm going to find out what the hell is going on once and for all.
And that's when you, discovered the missing page, huh?
Yeah, I took it to Bradshaw. He was pretty shocked about it, yeah.
Oh, I'm sure Bradshaw gave you an Academy Award-winning performance. Well, he's the one that took it.
Will you listen to yourself? You're doing just what he was doing.
I'd have no reason to. Bradshaw would.
What?
Why not? Maybe there's something that's incriminating to him.
No, I can't say that hasn't occurred to me. But I'm a doctor first. I'm a doctor first. You know, I mean, if I go after something like this, I need tangible evidence.
Yes, facts.
Yeah, you give them to me. I'll join your crusade in a minute.
No, I can't even think of the facts till you help me. I need to see the Newell file.
Annie, you know that's off limits to you. The file room is off limits right now.
Just a little time, please. I can't do anything without it.
Okay.
Well, look at that. Oh, I didn't know you were a student of gynecology.
A lot of women might find this interesting. I mean, especially if they want to have children. And I do intend to have Joe's children.
Ah, yes. So you've told me many, many times.
So then, why do you find this unusual?
Well, probably because most women wouldn't read medical textbooks to get answers to their questions about having babies.
Good afternoon, Monica.
What's good about it?
You having a bad day?
Oh, you could say that, yes. It wasn't bad before. It now happens to be terrible.
Well, seeing me usually has that effect on people these days.
Can you blame them?
Listen, if you came in to put me down...
Oh, hey, listen, don't flatter yourself, Scotty. I'm not here about you. I'm here because I have a problem with Alan.
Having trouble with your ex, huh?
My soon-to-be.
Well, that is no reason for you to take it out on me, Monica.
You're right. No, you're absolutely right. See, I also managed to run into Robert Scorpio in the hospital earlier.
Well, that's enough to ruin anybody's day.
Damn it, Scotty, I loved Laura. I loved her just like she was my sister.
Yeah, well, she did have a way of getting close to people, didn't she?
I always felt she was going to be in my life. I would be in her life. We didn't even have to be that close. We'd be there for each other.
I know she meant a lot to you. I understand that.
No, you don't. No, you don't know that, and you never will. I didn't even know it. Until all of this happens, and I walk in this door, and I come face to face with you.
I don't believe this. You know, everybody's grieving about Laura. Everybody's taking their grief out on me as if I was the creep.
Well, you're not the creep. The only creep, according to me, around this place happens to be your father.
I didn't know that that's the way you felt about Lee.
Well, now you do.
Well, I think you and I have something in common. I think maybe we ought to talk about it.
We have something to talk about.
Most definitely. Why are you down on my father?
Well, for openers, he happens to be the Quartermain lawyer.
Is that reason enough?
Well, most days it is, yes. Today it happens to be worse.
Oh, yeah? Well, I'm all ears.
Okay. When Alan and I first got married, Alan gave me the mansion as a gift. Gave it to me. Signed it over to me. It was all legal, right?
Right.
Wrong. Your father just informed me that there is some sort of,
It's a living trust, which means that you cannot take title until after Alan's death.
Right, right. Fine and dandy, except no one bothered to tell me that, so I went ahead and I sold it.
When did you find out that you were not entitled to the property?
Oh, yesterday. Yesterday, your father, Alan Edward, all came marching in, happy as clams, right in front of the prospective buyers, the real estate agent, and told me all this.
I could see how that would ruin your day.
So can I, and that's why I'm here.
To get back at Lee.
Well, for heaven's sakes, do you blame me?
No, I would just expect that you wouldn't let them get away with this, and I think what you need is an attorney that can get right down in the dirt with you.
Well, my attorney is Zelda Bernstein.
Zelda. Zelda's good. She's real good. But she doesn't know how to hit below the belt.
Well, you want to suggest someone who does?
You're looking at him.
Yes, that's true. You've always had a reputation of being rotten.
Well, I know Lee. I know his game. And I can beat him at it.
Well, better be fast. Because, you see, at the moment, with this trust, I stand the possibility of being sued not only by the people who think they have bought a house, but by a real estate agent.
Well, jump on the bandwagon.
What? Sue? Sue? Me? Sue who?
Sue Allen. For divorce on grounds of abandonment.
Scotty, what does one thing have to do with another?
Everything. You can take title of the house as part of a property settlement.
Oh. Well, all of a sudden, I kind of like your way of thinking.
What do you say? We have a deal?
I'll think about it. I will definitely think about it.
Okay.
Come on, be sensible, will you? We're not talking about jaywalking here. Luke tried to kill David Gray, and he caused a lot of havoc along the way.
And there were extenuating circumstances.
I know that. I know. He feels that David Gray has something to do with the death of Laura.
Okay, you don't buy it. Fine, but you can't deny the fact that it's a damn good excuse for what he did.
Oh. Let's just hope that Scorpio and Jackie come up with something that'll help you prove that to the court.
We can handle the David Gray matter. That's not what I'm worried about.
Oh, but you are worried, huh?
Well, of course I'm worried. Assaulting a cop, resisting arrest, those are tough charges.
Well, I'd like to help, Luke, but...
How about coming through for the guy, Bert?
Joe... Why do you always do this to me? All right. I will talk to the DA, but that's the best I can do.
Great. Good enough. Thanks.
Yes, look, I want you to get back to me as soon as possible on this. That's right, it's urgent. Look, we need to know if the David Gray in the Port Charles police files is the same David Gray with the Locked World security file. Okay? Thank you.
Well, how long?
1 hour, maybe 2. Here we are, waiting again.
Well, Robert, I don't think I'm going to be able to wait.
What's up?
I've got to go over and tell Laura about her appointment with Dr. Katz.
Can't you put that off until later?
Is there something you need me to do?
Talk to me. I'm bored.
I think Luke needs our help.
Listen, we are helping Luke. This one phone call could solve all his problems.
But Laura seeing Dr. Katz could help Luke, too.
Well, I'm not saying don't go.
Then what are you saying?
Well, just stay for a while, that's all.
I really got to go. Better be back.
You done yet?
You keep asking the same question.
Yes, because I know I shouldn't let you be in here.
No, I need more time, please.
Great, you're not done yet.
Well, this is interesting.
What? Lab report?
Mm-hmm. Well, well. What do we have here? Little Annie Logan. You got the name right, Heather. What can I do for you?
There is something I'd like to know, Anne. Why are you in here reading a hospital file?
It's none of your business.
Oh, but I think it is my business. You see, I work here, and I know the rules. A nurse on suspension is not supposed to be in here,
Heather, I take responsibility for being in here.
even though it's against the rules.
Yes, I said I take responsibility.
Noah, I'm not going to... Noah!
I've seen enough. Come on.
Thank you.
Come on.
Hi, I'm back.
I'm not too soon either.
They called?
I just hang up.
Well, you don't look so happy.
I'm confused. Totally and utterly confused.
Oh, come on, Robert. Tell me. What did the World Security say?
All right, according to the identifying numbers on that file of Ramsey's, David Gray is exactly who he says he is, an antique dealer from New York.
Oh, don't give me that law-abiding citizen's bull.
I'm afraid, look, Ramsey's right. This guy doesn't even have a parking ticket against him.
Yeah, but how could that be?
I know. It's totally inconsistent with him having a top priority security lock.
But that was based on his fingerprints.
Yeah, that leaves us with one question. Is this the same guy?
Well, do the fingerprints match?
That's where the confusion comes in, because this guy, David Gray, never had a record.
Oh, now don't tell me. There aren't any fingerprints on file?
You got it.
Then what does that leave us with?
One or two possibilities. Either this guy, David Gray, is exactly who he says he is, top priority lock and all.
Or
Or our boy has assumed somebody else's identity.
someone else named David Gray.
Yes, and this David Gray doesn't have a record either.
That is confusing.
Well, don't say I didn't warn you.
But there still is Laura.
Fat lot of use she's been of late.
I know, but she will once Dr. Katz unlocks all she knows.
I wish Heather hadn't walked in.
Wouldn't have made any difference, and you had plenty of time
I
in the
was
room.
rushed, Noah. I had her sneaking up on us like that. I just think that is worse.
She did not sneak up.
Look, I know her office is next door. She works in the room just the same. I was unsettled. I had this gnawing, terrible feeling.
About what?
I overlooked something. I was just on the verge of discovering it when she walked in.
It was not her fault.
Just the same, I missed it. Noah, you gotta let me see it again,
Annie,
please.
listen to me. I took a big risk by letting you go in there, okay? You know that.
I know. I'm sorry, of course. You know I appreciate it. Thank you.
Oh, keep your chin up. Come on.
Orderly, just accept the floor with the wheelchair stack. Orderly, just floor with the wheelchair stack.
Jesse, it was good seeing you again.
Can you take care of yourself, please?
Yeah.
Please reconsider, Steve.
I did what I thought was right, Audrey.
If you reinstated Anne...
Well, that would only defeat the whole point of her suspension.
What is the point of a fine nurse staying at home for days, feeling as if she has the weight of the world on her shoulders?
Anne should have considered that before she started to take on Bradshaw.
Now, wait a minute. This is a two-way street. Bradshaw hates Anne.
No, Audrey.
Oh, yes, he does. And the more I think about it, the more I agree with Anne. No, he accused Anne of not giving Mrs. Mule that medication because he never ordered it.
What you're saying is he lied.
What I'm saying is he's a very tired doctor, and he deserves a long vacation from this hospital. On the other hand, Anne...
What about Anne?
Anne has been away from the hospital long enough. Oh, come on, Steve. Please call off this suspension. Come on.
I hope I'm not interrupting anything, Dr. Bradshaw.
Oh, Heather. Is that the Newell file again?
Yes, I just found Ann Logan downstairs reading it in the file room.
Now? Even though she's on suspension?
I thought you'd find that interesting.
Yeah, well, actually, I couldn't care less.
I figured you wouldn't want Ann Logan anywhere near this.
No, I have nothing to hide.
Well, in that case, I'll just take it on back downstairs.
But on second thought, maybe you better leave the file here.
But you just said that...
No. It's got nothing to do with Ann Logan. It has to do with some insurance reports that I'm filling out for Mr. Newell, and I have to refer to the file number. Thank you. Mind if I ask you something?
Go right ahead.
Why are you trying to help me?
Because I hate Ann Logan, too.
I see.
Do you mind if I go now, Dr. Bradshaw?
No. Just, yeah. One more thing, huh? You know that page, that missing page from the file that Noah mentioned in the file room?
Sure, what about it?
It's very important I locate that page. I mean, if Ann Logan were to get her hands on that, it might prove embarrassing to me, so she might twist it. You understand?
I understand.
If you could help me locate that page,
I'll keep my eyes and ears open.
I'd appreciate that.
Bye.
Yes. Oh, Don, thanks. Look, it's about that possible malpractice situation we discussed a few weeks back. Right. Look, I found out Ann Logan did not steal the incriminating page after all, but somebody else did. Now, I've got to find that person fast, because whoever's holding the missing file, whoever has that page holds the power over my career as a surgeon.